street teams. This is a very vital part to building your brand and something that a lot of bands forget about in the age of the internet when you're so focused on blasting your message out online. In this segment, Making April talks about how they made CD samplers and got out onto the streets, went to shows of artists that they admire and artists who they played with, and connected with fans by handing them CDs personally. There's also some really, really good tips about where to hand out CDs like Denny's and the mall. Check it out. Street teams. We'd love to talk to you about not only being present in the digital world, but also being present in the physical world. What did you do to connect with people in person, and how did that look?
All right. Well, we don't have like an official street team, but at some point we decided to press up, like, I think it was like 3,000 or 4,000 demo CDs of just like our 3 best songs on the CD, and we would take them to shows with artists that were similar to us, and we would just hand them out to every single kid who came out of the show. We also brought them on tour with us, and maybe kids that just didn't have money to buy CDs, we just say, all right, well, here, take a demo anyway.
That was really important. They left with something from us.
Just so they could bring the music home and maybe be like, oh, all right, maybe I'll buy that later when I actually have money or something.
We would go to shows in the city of bands we were friends with, maybe not. Anything from like Secondhand Serenade to Dashboard Confessional. And we would just sneak a box of CDs into the show, check out the show, maybe chat with who we're friends with. Then right after the show's over, run outside the front door and just hit every single kid. The 3 of us would spread out. And even though we didn't have a street team, we just kind of did it ourselves and kept control of everything and passed out demos. And
like a Bamboozle.
Yeah, Bamboozle, we did that. And Dashboard Confessional at Radio City, which was like 10,000 people. I mean, obviously we couldn't hit them all, but did as much as we could.
And then, did you see a result? Like, did people email you and say,
well,
thanks for the demo?
Because we were doing it early on, we just went back to Secondhand Serenade show at the Blender Theater, and when Rookie of the Year, who was playing, called us out from stage, all of a sudden all these fans came up to us because they knew us just from either handing out demos or playing there before. But it's like we established a major presence, I guess, in New York City.
I think the best result in terms of demos handing out is when the people least expect the demo, because like I remember one night me and him went to Bamboozle and handed out all our CDs pretty much and had a few left. And then we're driving home in our van, we're at a red light, and there's this limo full of girls like yelling out the window. And I'm just like, hand him a CD with the light. So he's about to run out and give him a CD, and the light turns green and the limo starts to drive away. So he runs back in the car. And now we're driving on the highway, and he's got his hand out the window of the van, and the girl has her hand out the window of the limo, and they get the CD, and you know, they wrote us back on MySpace saying like, you know, all of us love you guys now, you guys gotta come play in the city.
Mm-hmm. Or on tour, like every stop, like we go to Subway, something like that,
like
we always pass them out. And they'll be like, do you remember us? We're the girls from Denny's? Or like, it's when they least expect it, I think it's even better. It's like we only like going to the shows because it's our target demographic, and we know they listen to that kind of music. But at the same time, they're not going to take it as serious as if they had a conversation with us in like at the mall or something.
Sure. So there you have it. Street teams are still alive and well, and a wonderful tactic to use to connect with fans. Making April did it all themselves, but you don't have to. You can go to ReverbNation.com and use their street team management widgets to get some enthusiastic fans handing out CDs for you. This is Ariel, and you're watching Sound Advice.